The Heavy Civil Association of Newfoundland and Labrador is an organization that represents members' interests in meetings and discussions with government departments, agencies, municipal councils, engineering consultants, and the general public. They are your voice in the road construction, water and sewer, and heavy construction industries. With their partnerships, they connect people, goods, and services through reliable, innovative infrastructure to boost prosperity and well-being in Newfoundland and Labrador.
It's a great place to work, right? You're surrounded by dedicated people who love what they do, and we're serving the province of Newfoundland and Labrador. You gotta love it. We're bringing brands to the province that we're proud of, we'd use personally, so it really makes us really happy to be able to share that throughout the province. I think what's unique is our connection to the province, to the people we serve, and where we live. At the end of the day, all the equipment we sell is meant to keep the province moving.
Well, I'm Alan Dale from Gale Force Winds, and I want to tell you what a pleasure it is to be in conversation with the folks here at the Heavy Civil Association of Newfoundland and Labrador. This is their annual general meeting and trade show and conference. Everybody coming together, sharing ideas, and it's been fascinating to hear these folks talk about how they're contributing to the province of Newfoundland and Labrador. I want to tell you this conversation is brought to us by our good friends at Harvey & Company. Those folks understand the importance of bringing the conversation alive, and thank you very much for their leadership on this particular idea. So without further ado, why don't you introduce yourself and tell us what you do?
Sure. So I'm Brian England. I work with TD Equipment Finance. So I work in partnership with the TD Commercial Bank here in St. John's, and we have reach right across Newfoundland and Labrador. We have we're very involved in, like to be on feet on the ground in the community. We like to sponsor events such as this. TD's the event sponsor for the Heavy Civil AGM this year, and we were involved with a lot of these organizations right across Newfoundland and Labrador.
Brian, I mean, equipment is not cheap.
No.
They need a lot of it, and sometimes they need it right away.
Sure.
They got big projects coming, and they need all that stuff sort of in their larger toolbox, if you will. I heard the Premier talk today. I heard Minister Hutton talk today about all the exciting things that are happening.
It's really great to hear.
The boom that is upon us, these people will need equipment, and they're going to need help getting it.
Yeah.
And that's where TD comes in.
That's where we come in. So I specialize in equipment finance. That's our we have an entire division that is dedicated to that. We have pretty well every product that you can imagine that allows us to act quickly, and we have big bank rates, like big Canadian bank rates, and really we can kind of service the customers in such a way that it enables them to get their equipment quickly, and they don't have to book an appointment with the bank and wait 2 weeks, or it's not invasive surgery to do business with us. It's essentially what we do is, we typically try to bring the bank to them, in that, I can work with them in their office, or we can do things over the phone or over the internet, So I think what we offer is kind of the best bang for your buck when it comes to equipment financing.
Brian, I love the way you describe that. You come to them, right? These folks are dealing with water main breaks. They're dealing with bridge structural issues. They're dealing with problems on the highway. They're keeping things moving in our province. Sometimes you don't have time to get to the bank, right? But you come to them.
No, we'll come to them.
I love that.
To them.
Yeah, meet them where they are. And the other good thing about it is, have a group within TD that are completely focused on this industry.
For sure.
I mean, that must be so good for them to know that you're on their team.
Yeah. So, I mean, we've always said this, is that, we have our contractors back, when it comes to this. So, of course, we have the equipment financing side, but, I work with a team that can provide real estate, they can provide other banking, they can do, regular loans, cash flow, so if they have projects, like, there's not too much. TD's such a huge company But at the same time, we can offer everything the TD can offer,
Right.
but at the same time, it's done in-house here in St. John's.
Yeah.
So very little gets sent to Ontario.
I'm glad you brought that up, right? Because you're right. I mean, it's just when a company gets into the throes of doing the work, there's many other things that are going to spread up. Cash flow issues, as you talk about, real estate, things like that, where you're going to need a little bit of help for a moment in time.
For sure.
TD's got that wraparound service.
We do, yeah.
That's impressive to know that there's somebody like that they can reach out to and sort of be in their corner. It must be great to be in conversation with these folks at a show like this.
For sure. So, I mean, I grew up in the construction industry. I spent 27 years as a contractor myself before I got into banking, but that is my, I guess that's the best part, is kind of the relationships you build, and it feels good to add value to, to these guys, if, in their companies and the way that they, approach, building all this necessary infrastructure.
Brian, in the entertainment industry, what you just did there is called burying the lead. You didn't tell me that you were in the construction industry out of the gate, so you understand what these folks are going through.
For sure.
So when they pick up the phone and talk to you, they're not talking to somebody who has no idea about their industry, right?
Yeah. So we've tried to make sure that the people that we have are experts in the industries and in the field that we're doing. So.
Yeah. Well, that's impressive. It sounds like TD's in the right place at the right time in the province of Newfoundland and Labrador, and you're in the right place at the right time at the AGM here for the Heavy Civil.
Very exciting times, Newfoundland, for sure.
Thanks.
Yeah.
It's a great place to work, right? You're surrounded by dedicated people who love what they do, and we're serving the province of Newfoundland and Labrador. You gotta love it. We're bringing brands to the province that we're proud of, we'd use personally, so it really makes us really happy to be able to share that throughout the province. I think what's unique is our connection to the province, to the people we serve, and where we live. At the end of the day, all the equipment we sell is meant to keep the province moving.
The Heavy Civil Association of Newfoundland and Labrador is an organization that represents members' interests in meetings and discussions with government departments, agencies, municipal councils, engineering consultants, and the general public. They are your voice in the road construction, water and sewer, and heavy construction industries. With their partnerships, they connect people, goods, and services through reliable, innovative infrastructure to boost prosperity and well-being in Newfoundland and Labrador.